What's going on, Aquarius? How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for your November reading by Divine Nudges. Aquarius, you already know how this goes. This reading is for the collective, okay? The Aquarius collective. So, not all messages are going to resonate with each and every single one of you. Take what does and forget about the rest, okay? Life is stressful enough. All right, Aquarius, I feel drawn to pulling an oracle card to get started with you. I'm going to try to tap in all types of energies: love, money, career, general. I hereby grant you the power to make me unhappy. Interesting. Something about your mouth, Aquarius. Okay. Something about what is coming out of your mouth right now. Is there anger? What are the words that are coming out of your mouth? Because, you know, the words that come out of us carry our life force energy, I believe, more than anything else that comes out of us. I think the only other thing would be sweat. Okay. So, what is coming out of you right now? Because that energy is permeating not only your environment, but impacting the world. I don't really think we realize just how connected we are. For example, just an example, we can have an argument with a stranger who maybe was already having a bad day or maybe wasn't, whatever. We've put them in a bad mood. Now they turn around and they snap at someone else. Then that person now, they feel so hurt. I've seen this happen before. I'm not making this up. I've seen this happen before. They turn around, they go home, they snap at their children and say the meanest thing. Now their child is so hurt because they're so fragile. And it was so mean that it's something that their child took into adulthood, and then it created a trauma by which the child navigates the world and somehow punishes the world for that trauma. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's literally how connected we are. So let me just open the book, okay? Because that's my interpretation of this card. And here's why. Can you see it? Look at this. That looks like fire coming out of a skeleton's mouth. Okay. And just enveloping the earth. It says, no one can get inside your head unless you welcome them in. If someone is disturbing your inner world, it might just be time to kick them out of your outer one. Establish boundaries, communicate, and honor your needs. All right, Aquarius. So, everything I just said could be someone in your environment who makes you feel that way. I love this card. I love this message already. I love where this reading is going already. This is a reading about self-empowerment and understanding that we give people our power. They don't hold any power against us. And people's words towards us can really be harmless if we know our value, if we know our worth. So I love this. All right, let's pull some shadow messages really quickly. Something about control issues. This card was already flipped up, okay? A deep-seated fear of losing power or feeling vulnerable or a false sense of security. Okay, so perhaps there's going to be someone, Aquarius, during the month of November who's going to trigger your control issues, and this control about, you having this fear of losing power or feeling vulnerable, right? So then there's going to be a need to really understand why someone gets under your skin so much. Why do they have so much power over how they affect your mood for the day, for the week, for the month, right? And is there a need to understand that you can't control anyone, not even anyone's perception of you? And maybe also understand that a lot of people, what comes out of their mouths, their inner world is more a reflection of them than it is of you. It's how they see the world. Right? And then there's this false sense of security that is threatened, right? Perhaps you feel like you gain respect by controlling others. That's a false sense of security. The only person any of us have control over is ourselves. Okay, so if you are under the false impression that by controlling another, you will gain their respect, the universe may be teaching you a lesson through people who challenge that belief for you. The universe may need you to better understand that controlling and regulating your mood, your emotions, your reactions to people is where your true power lies. It's probably enough out of this deck, but I'll see if I get anything else. Avoidance. And then if you can't be in control, right, then you go into avoidance. And yes, avoidance is key it's key. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort. What does that mean? The key to see the need to avoid discomfort is to have firm and healthy boundaries, to set the standard for how people treat you and how people are going to respect you, right? Absolutely. But it's also, right, avoidance also needs to be overcome. Or I'm sorry, discomfort. Discomfort also needs to be overcome. So yeah, on the one hand, there's a need to avoid discomfort, but on the other hand, there is a need to overcome it and thrive in its presence. So for you, Aquarius, during the month of November, you're going to be challenged to respond in your power when someone challenges your authority, challenges your presence. You're going to be challenged to respond in your power. You're going to be challenged not to disconnect, not to detach, not to avoid, right? To face it, but face it calmly with your integrity and your self-respect intact. Very matter-of-factly, Aquarius. You're going to be tested during the month of November. Scorpio season in the house. All right, so let's see if we can get a closer look at some of the energies that may be coming at you, my loves. Let's see if we can get a closer look at some of the energies that may be coming at you. What's going on with Aquarius spirit? What can Aquarius expect? Procrastination master. Okay, someone may be challenging your tendency to procrastinate, or you yourself may need to avoid procrastinating during the month of November, Aquarius. This actually has come up for you in other readings, a need for you to really work, or, for Aquarius to really work on a tendency to procrastinate. To really not just say that your potential is enough, that if you really wanted to, you could. Because you want a lot, Aquarius. There's a lot that you want to achieve in this lifetime. But somehow you've convinced yourself you have plenty of time left to do it. And I believe I just posted a reading for Aquarius last week that challenged that notion. And it was very clear during that reading that yes, while time is a human construct, you are not getting any younger. And there are opportunities that are meant for you to take a hold of, to grab a hold of, that you are going to miss if you keep procrastinating. As a matter of fact, as I'm saying this, I just heard that you already know what opportunities I'm talking about, because this is something that you're already planning for, you're strategizing for, but you convince yourself on a daily basis, not today, tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. Today is the day. What else does Aquarius need to know? The cat lady. Okay, so um, there may be a cat lady or a lady with a cat that she could have a black cat. She could be witchy. Okay. This lady may have multiple cats because there's like a whole bunch of cats in this picture. Okay. And on this card. Ugh. Sorry, Aquarius. I need to really get with it with this camera. There's a whole bunch of cats on this card. So there may be someone that challenges your control issues for the month of November, Aquarius, and it could be a feminine energy. Alrighty, what else? What else? What else does Aquarius need to know? Anything else, my loves? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but this cat lady is not for, she's not for the weak. Okay, here we go. Overwhelmed mom. Some of you may be avoiding your mother at this time, or there could be maybe for some of you, your spouse, if your spouse is a mom, might be feeling overwhelmed. And there's something about you avoiding discomfort when it comes to this overwhelmed mom. Okay. So there's going to be some feminine energies that are going to feel challenging for you during the month of November, Aquarius. Okay. You may want to make sure, for if this is about your mother or let's say your child's mother, that you absolutely check in and make sure that she is feeling supported, that they are feeling supported. You yourself may be an overwhelmed mom who's avoiding some sort of a discomfort, or, maybe kind of like emotionally detaching from how overwhelmed you feel. Like you may feel like you just have to push through, like you really don't have the time to feel sorry for yourself. Okay. Alrighty, what else do we have for Aquarius spirit? What else do we have for Aquarius for the month of November? It says, take a hint from a sloth. Broop, broop, broop. Take a hint from a sloth. How cute. And guess what? Slow the down. Slow down. So this overwhelmed mom energy here, okay? And listen, for my divine masculine, I mean, you could have given birth to a project. You could have been given birth to, a new career. You could be giving birth to anything, okay? A mom is just also symbolic of a nurturer and a caretaker of anything, okay? So for some of you who are feeling overworked or, just over anything, overwhelmed, overworked, you may need to slow down. Okay. So there's going to be some of that issue too. And that could have something to do with your control issues as well, my love. You may feel like if you don't do it, it's not going to get done right. Okay. But you may be kind of overworking yourself. You may have to let other people try and fail so they can learn how to do it without you, type of energy. Okay. So I know that I'm like, oh, procrastination, don't procrastinate. And that, I don't think this message is for all of you. Just like I don't think this one is for all of you. Okay. Or there are certain, here's the thing. You may be overwhelmed in areas where you're investing your energy and there's little to no return on your investment versus procrastinating in areas that will lead to a much bigger payout and you won't feel so overwhelmed on once you get that going and under control. Okay, so there could be some of that going on for you as well, Aquarius. What else, my loves? What else do we have for the sign of Aquarius for the month of November? Aquarius, for you, I feel like I need to use all the oracle decks that I have to use their books for. All right, what else? What else do we have for Aquarius? Ooh, North Node, embrace your true purpose. Okay, so I'm speaking to some Aquariuses that right now are headed towards their North Node, or you're being divinely nudged to really, as I said, put your effort into your true purpose. Anything else is going to make you feel unfulfilled and overwhelmed and undervalued. Okay, when we as humans get to a point where nothing we do satisfies us, that is our purpose knocking and calling. Okay, and that's what the North Node on our birth charts is all about. So for those of you who don't know, what your North Node is on your birth chart, I recommend you finding that out, because your North Node will give you some indication of what your purpose is in this lifetime. So, okay. It says here, are you willing to stretch your soul in order to fulfill your true fate? The North Node of Destiny is a point in astrology that symbolizes your lifelong journey towards spiritual purpose. And right now, you're being asked to take one step closer to your meant to be highest self. Leaving the safety of your comfort zone behind in favor of growth can be scary. And it's not and it's normal to be resistant. But braving the unknown in order to align with the higher vibrations of your heart is worth every butterfly in your stomach. Your soul knows what it's meant to do, so don't shy away from your evolution just because you're craving familiarity or fearing change. Okay, so I keep my attention keeps being drawn to this control issues. Your control issues are masking a lot for you, Aquarius, okay? Because it's even keeping you away from your true purpose, because you could be having a tendency to shy away from your evolution. Okay, because that's unknown territory for you. But what you do know, you feel like you have control over that. So you're just like, okay, I'm going to stay in my comfort zone because here's where I'm in control. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. Um, all right. All right. Let's pull some career messages for Aquarius for the month of November to see what's going on. What you mean, what's going on? I am the singer who can't sing, baby, who cannot sing. Alrighty, what next? What next do we have for Aquarius for the month of November, Spirit? Alrighty, offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. Interesting. Ask questions, my love. Ask questions. If your boss like, oh my goodness, I'm going to give you a new position. Is it a new position or is it a new title? Okay. What does it really entail? And does that entailment align with who you are naturally? Or do you think it'll pose so much of a challenge for you that you would be setting yourself up for failure by accepting that new position or role? And be open and honest with yourself and whoever is making the offer. Illumination, something hidden is coming to light now. Okay, so some of you may be going through a bit of an awakening. And again, I believe that came up for Aquarius in the reading that I did for you all last week. Last week's reading, Aquarius, if you haven't checked it out, it was about what is blocking you right now. Okay. So yeah, you find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. That's the opportunity I was talking about just a bit ago. So I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. Whoo, Divine, just calm down. So that opportunity that I'm saying, I said some of you already know what this opportunity is. Some of you are going to come to know what this opportunity is in November. Do not sit on it. Do not procrastinate. If it makes you feel empowered, independent, like that's the control you want, my love. You want to be in control of yourself, your environment, your livelihood, your prosperity, not in control of everyone else. Okay? You want to be able to say, you don't respect me, I'm out. without being so tied to them because you need something from them or because they have an impact on your livelihood. No, baby, that's the kind of control that you want. The one that you establish from being independent, for building on your own, for being your own boss, okay? So there's something coming up for you, Aquarius. I'm so glad I pulled this deck because I was sensing that you already knew it. The universe, the divine, is about to present you with an opportunity that the divine does not want you to sleep on, my love. The divine wants you to take it. Do your research. Do your research. What are you already doing that you're like, yeah, I can do this with my eyes closed. I got this. And or if you've been watching someone who's taken a similar type of opportunity that speaks to your soul and who you want to be, stop procrastinating. Stop convincing yourself that you're not ready yet, because the divine's like, nah, you're actually ready. You're actually ready. That's the control issues that stem from just wanting to stay with what's familiar versus what's unknown to you. You know you have a lot of potential, but you're afraid to tap into it because you're just like, well, what if I fail? A fear of failure is a type of control issue, my love. Okay? Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I am shuffling right now, but I promise you, I try to shuffle away from the camera because it is so embarrassing. I don't even know why I'm so horrible at shuffling. Hey, I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm okay with my weaknesses. Here we go. All right, what else do we have for Aquarius? Yeah, the waiting game. Look at this. Let me tell you something, baby. This came out in the reverse. You have 2 hourglasses right here. You have 2 hourglasses right here. And this one is ass backwards. It's time for you to stop playing the waiting game. Yes, I love this message. It's time, Aquarius. It's time. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're planning, it's time. Look, power. Power. It came out in the reverse. Okay. You may be lacking self confidence. Okay. But you have it. You have the power. You're convincing yourself that you don't have it, but you absolutely have the power. This is a card about leadership as well, right? Some of you are afraid to take on a leadership role. And this is being a leader of your own life. Okay, listen, if this is a position at work, let's say you're working at a job or a company or some huge corporation or whatever. It doesn't have to be a corporate job, but and your boss offers you a new role and it's a leadership position. Okay, you may think that you're not ready. You may think that people don't respect you enough. You may think that people are going to challenge your authority. It's true. I can tell you right now, I've held a lot of leadership positions in my day, and every time my authority was challenged, it's absolutely true. But with each and every position, I grew more. I developed more. I unfolded more until I became someone whom being challenged was a walk in the park for. Okay? And so it's all a part of your growth and development. If you get it wrong today, trust me, you'll be challenged tomorrow so that you can try again. It's that kind of energy. You got to kind of laugh at it, play with it a little bit. Talk to people who've been there, who can mentor you and guide you through it. But whatever you do, don't convince yourself that you're the problem. Baby, victory. Okay, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. This is a prayer answered. Some of you may be writing in a journal or doing some sort of, okay, there are thoughts, right? Whew. I am so excited with your reading, Aquarius. I love this energy. All right, so your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Okay, what does that mean? What does that tell me? Because you're being told to have faith. That means that they've been heard and answered, but they have not yet manifested yet. Some of you may be feeling a little bit frustrated, like it's never going to happen. They've been heard and answered. They just haven't been physically manifested yet. And the reason being is because you still need to get ready for it. Otherwise, you will fumble the ball. See, a lot of times people don't understand divine timing. A lot of people say things happen in God's time. Listen, God's time is a collective energy. It's all of the pieces lining up for success. So, Aquarius, there's still some internal work that you need to do before the divine can hand this victory over to you so that you can carry it out as victoriously as you are meant to, my love. Okay? Some of you are writing, whether it's stories, blogs, in your journals, right? And there are thoughts that are coming to you during that time that are being downloaded to you by the divine in your spirit tribe, okay? It's not a mistake. So go back and read your notes because there may be some hidden messages for you there, okay? Otherwise, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book, right? That's what this card says here. That's not me. It says make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So there are some of you who are likely already doing that, my loves. And you really need to go back and read what you're writing because there may be something unfolding through your writing. I don't know if you've ever heard of spirit writing. It's a form of mediumship where people just kind of like tend to like give the pen over to spirit so that spirit can take over. Um, I'm not doing that explanation any justice, so please do not quote me. But if you want to look into it, comment below and tell me what you found out because I listen, each one teach one. But spirit, unbeknownst to you, may be writing down some of your thoughts in your journal, my love. Okay. Here we have the High Priestess card. Okay, so you can either have a high priestess around you, someone who's psychic, someone who's into tarot. Okay, and I'm saying that because this is what this cat lady was definitely giving me, high priestess energy. Okay, so this cat lady or this high priestess could be highly influencing you during the month of November. Otherwise, because it did want to come out in the reverse, okay, you may need to listen to your intuition more. You may be ignoring your intuition. And by the way, a black cat, like that's on this card, is also symbolic of your intuition. Okay. So when we talk about being challenged, I said you may be challenged by a cat lady. You may be being challenged by your own intuition, by following your own intuition during the month of November. Um, be careful of too much overindulgence and partying because that also, like, especially with drinking, that can make it very difficult for your intuition for you to connect with your intuition. And also that could be a form of avoidance. Okay. This could be the type of shit, Aquarius, that leads to procrastination, that leads you to saying, okay, I am not going to do it today because today I got to sober up, but I'll do it tomorrow. That type of stuff, right? So be careful with that, my loves. And then some of you have your finances on the brain. This has come up several times for you, Aquarius, where you feel like financially you're not where you want to be. And so a lot of these messages have to do with that, with understanding that you can get yourself where you want to be. Is it going to be work? Yes. Are you going to have bad days? Yes. But is it going to be rewarding? Yes. Is it going to bring you good days? Absolutely. Okay, Aquarius. My loves, I think this is good enough. I think I've been lecturing you quite enough, so I'm going to let you go. If these messages have resonated with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, show your girl a little bit of love. Your girl likes love. All right? Okay, whatever you do, though, take care of yourself. Until next time, talk to you soon.